Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I wanted to come on and just share with you about the meal plan, go into a little bit more detail and depth on it so you have a great idea and are able to get started with a good foundation. So, I am going to share my screen on my computer. And so here we have Beachbody on Demand. And depending on what program that you're doing, is going to have a little bit of variation on the meal plan. So I'm going to just show you on here. Actually, let's. So we're going to go to the nutrition guide. So everything that you see is going to be under the program materials, where it's going to give you all of your paper information. Okay, so this is the electronic version of the book that you're going to receive. And for Transform 20, it's a really simple calculation where it's based on your weight. So on here, if you're a woman or a man, and then you can go according to your weight. You'll find what plan you should be in. And then for each container, it's going to tell you how many portions of that particular food group that you get to have per day. So it lays it out really simple so you don't have to manually calculate any calories or anything like that. So say you are a woman and you are between this weight range, then you're going to be eating in Plan B. So then you take that and you scroll down, and this is going to tell you the food list of everything of the containers that you get to have. So, you know, for the veggies, it's all in here. Also take a look to see the amount on here, because like say you're having asparagus and you don't want to have to cut it up to measure it out into the container, you can just say you're going to have 10 large spears. If they're skinnier, then some extra ones. And then also, what's the other one that I was always wrong on was baby carrots. Where are you, baby carrots? I can't find baby carrots. But baby carrots, you only get 10 as opposed to filling up the whole thing. Why can't, like, of course, now I'm trying to find it and I can't find baby. Oh, here, carrots. See, so you don't get a full cup, you only get 10. And that's because it's got a higher sugar content on it. You want to look to eat everything, try to stick with the top of the list as much as possible, because they are, for one, the most nutritious. For two, they're also going to be typically the most filling in there. For me, I do like to get more quantity than having a lesser amount of quantity. So I will, you know, work to make sure to have a full cup of something, as opposed to using this as an example, 10 baby carrots. It's just, I go by quantity a lot easier. So here again with the fruits, you can see it's generally about the same. But yeah, so for me, like, I'd rather have a cup of raspberries versus for the banana, you get half a banana. Like, that kind of sucks. So, and if you are trying to figure out, like, what do I do with the other half? Freeze it. You can put it in your shake. It makes it really, really easy. So you're going to see here, same for proteins, for carbs, for your healthy fats, for your oils, nut butters, and your seeds and dressings on here. So I'm going to stop screen sharing right now. So you'll be able to see that all in your book, where it shows you the different foods and everything. And my goal is always to stick to the food list as much as possible. Depending on your program, take a look at the food list because sometimes it can be different. 80-Day Obsession was a little bit stricter, especially on the carbs, where you're eating more clean carbs as opposed to what we call dirty carbs. So that's a lot of more whole grains, whole wheat, sweet potatoes, things like that, as opposed to white carbs where it's like white bread, English muffins, white pancakes, things like that. So it's, for me, the clean carbs are so much better in my body and helped me really see a transformation. So that's the Transform 20 book. If you get just the regular challenge pack, not specific to a program, you're going to get the Portion Fix guide. And on here, so it's going to have, let me see if I can bring it up on the computer. I don't know. It's going to have more of a calculation. So based on your lifestyle, you're going to multiply your weight. And then based on the program that you're doing, you're going to add a certain amount of calories and then subtract a certain amount of calories. And then that's going to be your caloric target. But again, it's all the same thing. It's all going by the container system. So you might have gotten your containers and going, well, I only get this. No, use it as a measuring tool. And then for me, I put it in a container, and that's how I meal prep. I put them in containers, I put it all together, and then I can just like microwave and go, or depending on what it is, I'll put it in a Ziploc baggie. So it's easy grab and go for me. Let's see. What else do I want to share? It's pretty simple. The other thing to remember is that if you do eat outside of your plan, don't worry about it. It's not something to overstress on. So for example, last night we had pizza for dinner. As long as you're sticking to the plan most of the time, having those treats, having something special is not going to totally bomb your results. You want to stick to it as much as possible, but this is about eating for life, learning how to eat, learning how to fuel your body properly. And so it's not a one and done diet kind of thing. The other thing to add is that you can look at the free foods in here, the freebies, things that you can add to your waters to make your waters more flavorful. I also want to add that any of our performance line, that's like, you don't have to worry about that. That's extra stuff that you get to have. So for me, I really enjoy not only what Recover does for my body and helping me stay less sore and just stay healthy, but it's also additional calories that don't count against the meal plan that we're having. So it's a completely extra shake that I get to have. It fills me up a little bit longer, and I'm always down for extra food. So, I'll have that. I have my hydrate during my workout. So I'm not, because I always push to drink at least half my body weight in ounces for water. And so that's just extra, but it's not, because you want to drink water when you're working out, but sometimes it can be hard when you are, when you're drinking so much water, you're like, oh, I don't want to drink any more water. So that's a way to flavor up your water. Same with your Energize. It's a way to get that energy and caffeine into your body without adding in more coffee. Especially for me, when I was drinking my coffee with creamer in it, that was just adding in extra calories. And it wasn't until I cut that creamer out and started drinking it black with stevia, that that it really made that difference. It really, and I hated it. I'll be honest with you. I hated drinking that black coffee for about a week or so. And then I got used to it, and I've been drinking it like that for a year now. Your taste buds will adjust to how you are now eating. So if you were used to eating a lot of butter, used to eating a lot of salt, things like that, things that you are being more mindful now, your taste buds will adjust. Last thing that I just want to add is, for the greens, in the beginning, I used to think I had to eat like salads all the time and lettuce, and I actually don't eat lettuce because it doesn't have as high of a nutritional value as some other things. It doesn't fill me up as some other things. It's not as dense. Yes, you can pack a bunch of it into the container, but it still is not filling for me. Whereas if I was, either doing bell peppers and zucchinis and things like that, it's going to give me more substance for me to go throughout my day. So let me know what questions that you have. Coming in March, we are, Autumn is revamping our Portion Fix program, and I'm going to be getting certified on that so I can help you that much more. We're really going to be covering sugar addiction, so many other new things. I'm super excited for it. They haven't really given us a whole lot of information, but I am excited for it because eating this way for me has changed the game. Yes, we have another eating program. 2B Mindset is amazing and has done some phenomenal things for the people that utilize that program. This is what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, then we have to evaluate it and see what we can have work for you. Because like I said, it's learning how to eat for life. It's not about a one and done quick fix, anything like that. So I hope that helped answer any questions that you have. Like I said, if you have questions, make sure you reach out to me and I will go over all of that. Thanks.